All right, welcome to another edition of Tapped In with Time Flies. I'm back. Fifth episode. I don't really gotta explain. If you're here for the fifth episode, then you kind of know what's going on already. Thank you for everybody for listening last week. If you did listen last week, shout out to Miss J for coming through too. 5 episodes in, so shout out to all the previous guests I had on the previous episodes, man. But I'm back. And I got my guy with me on this episode, man. A
Yes,
lot of
sir.
people don't know how tight me and Wallo is, man. We've kept in contact through the years. I got to see his journey up close. Got a lot of game with this guy, giving a lot of game, exchanging a lot of game. And one of the people that was kind of behind me in the beginning too, that a lot of people don't really know. So, you know what I'm saying? I got my guy Wallo here with me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's going on, bro? How you feeling?
Man, listen, I'm just great to be here. You know, I'm just loving life. No complaints at all. None.
I feel you. Now, before we get started, I do want to say, man, I want to say congrats to you and Gil on all this success with the podcast, man. Like, $1 million worth of game definitely just shot up, and this trajectory it's on right now is going to keep going. So I want to wish you guys much success, bro, in the future and moving forward. So, yeah, man. So, just talk about how has that been though? Becoming just a podcaster, making the transitioning over to being a podcaster now. Like, how has that journey been for you?
I think with us, we don't really look at it as a podcast. We look at it just doing us. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's more better for us just looking at it like that than looking at it as a podcast.
Right.
I mean, because it makes it more simple. Because once you start looking at it a certain way, you start looking at other people and trying to figure out what it's supposed to be and the rules. And it ain't no rules when we do whatever we doing.
Right.
We just do us, you know?
Right. Yeah, a lot of people, I guess it depends on how you look at it, and how you move with it. Like I said, I'm one of the people too. I enjoy doing this. So I kind of not look at it like a podcast as well. It's just something I really enjoy doing. And
it's better because you don't look at it like that, because even in your journey, when I see you'll be, if artists at a sneaker store, they hear you was the first person I knew that was running in Philly with a podcast. But when you think about it, it's like, it's not how a podcast. You pulling up, you was running up on people wherever you was at. You was going to get it. They could be in the middle of the street. You was getting it. So I can't, if you would have stuck to the format when you thinking of a podcast of being in a place and just staying, it's like, if you would have stayed to that, you probably wouldn't have been able to do your thing the way you was doing your thing from the first time I seen you when I first came home, you know?
Yeah. I tell people that all the time, yo. Early on, I used to, like I said, I ran you everywhere I went, bro. Everywhere I went, whether it be the Roots Picnic, Made in America.
You had the MacBook and a mic.
I tell people all the time, if you had to see me early on, I had a book bag, I had a MacBook, I had a mic with me.
That's it.
I don't care where I was at. And we was pulling up and we was sitting up and we was doing everything right then and there. I don't care if it was a 5-minute meeting, 10-minute, we was taking whatever we had. I would mess with the audio and have it look like it was because it was an actual episode, and we would push that. No, that's kind of how I kept putting my foot in got my foot in the door with a bunch of these people and these companies. And I was just so grateful to where I'm at now, to where they'll be able to work with certain people and just, have sponsorships now with my show, and now I'm launching my own show. So I tell people all the time, man, it's just, you got to be persistent and stay consistent with it is what you do, because every moment ain't gonna be ups. Like,
no, you got and you like, I didn't see you be out there sometime, outside the spot trying to get in. I've been there with you. And then you know what I mean? Then when you get in, I'm talking about you go anywhere. I remember one time you was in the sneaker store going in. You know what I mean? Downtown, you know the joint I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And you was like, man, I gotta get the shot. I gotta get this, you know what I mean? So it's just about like just the consistency and just staying down and not looking at nobody else when you doing whatever you doing. Because if you looking at somebody else, you would take somebody's whole situation and don't even know that you're doing it, unconsciously. You know what I mean? So just stick to your style, whatever you doing, however you doing, whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I tell people all the time, I'm like, man, I'm so happy to for Gil and Wallo all the time. 'Cause I got my guy EFN, DJ EFN, one of the guys that
that's also, my man. Good dude.
That's my guy. Also one of the guys that was with us. I talk to him often too. We keep in touch. He's actually supposed to do an episode too. Well, they were here when it come out. But yeah, he was one of the people. He like he joke around with us because he keep in contact, make sure I'm staying on my game. I'm doing whatever I need to do. If I need anything, I can hit him. And he was like, "Dang, man, I got Wallo and Gillie, man, give y'all competition, man. What's going on?" Like a lot of people would hit me and be like, "Yo, man, Gil and Wallo taking over the lane. What's up? This is your lane."
No, we not taking, like, I'm gonna be straight up, like, bro, like, we not taking over nothing. What we do is just like, we not, like people don't understand, like, when people do what they kill themselves, they box themselves in. Hold up. They box themselves in. So, it'd be like, it just be crazy,
Yeah. But just like, I know he said his jokes because he wanted people, like I said, that's
yeah, we not in, like what we do, we just in our own world. We not even on that type shit. We ain't got, I think as Black people, we got to get away from that. And I think we so be caught up on this one. Everybody doing their own thing. You know what I'm saying? And I look at it like, you know what I mean? I just never want to be in that place because I don't look at nobody like that. Me personally, I don't look at no motherfucking body out here and be like, oh, I ain't on that. I'm not on that. You know what I mean? Because everybody's life and everybody's journey is different. How the fuck somebody gonna be in competition with me or I'm in competition with them? I was in the cell for 20 fucking years.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I don't look at it like that. I'm just doing me. Exactly. You know what I mean?
I tell people all the time, listen, man, one man's success does not make him a threat to yours. You cannot pay attention what the next man is doing. You just got to stay down and just stay focused and stay leveled on what it is that you're doing. I mean, that's honestly the best way to actually, overcome or just take it through the journey. So I tell people all the time, you're one of the biggest advocates of that too. Like, so just talk a little bit about the Wallo journey, man. Wow, like you said, you was in prison for 20 years. You came out and you didn't have a plan on what it is, I guess, what you wanted to do, but you just did it.
I just went hard, and I realized that this is what I knew. I knew that I wasn't coming home to be on no cool shit.
Right.
So if you live in the ghetto and you're not on no cool shit, you got a great chance.
Right.
You got an unfucking believable chance. I wasn't trying to be on no super thorough, no super tough, no super cool shit. So now everything is open to me because I ain't got to worry about nobody in my lane and what I'm doing and my approach to educating people wherever to be on, especially trying to educate people, letting them know it costs too much to be a criminal, and basically don't wait till it's too late to change and just the everyday push. I knew what I was doing. My whole thing was when that timeline was coming down, I had to battle with the chick with the fat ass, the nigga with the jewelry, the rapper, the athlete. So I'm going to stop you. I'm going to stop your motherfucking ass and I'm going to grab your attention because the people's attention span is short. When you coming down and you see me running across the street, running across the highway, jumping off a roof, I'm going to grab your attention and I'm going to lace you with some game. I'm going to give you a message real quick. I'm going to get up out of there. You know what I mean? So it was like, just coming home, it was just like, man, it was easy for me, man. Like, I mean? It was like easy on the aspect of just getting it out there because everybody, I didn't have nobody doing what I was doing. No, nobody was doing what I was doing. It's like everybody was focused on some other shit, which was good.
Bro.
You know what I mean?
I tell people all the time, my first time I get my time meeting you, was at the backseat. I remember backseat of the Roots picnic. We was back there. And I just heard somebody being loud and you had everybody attention, literally everybody standing around watching, something you was doing. You had t-shirts with you. You was selling people t-shirts at the same time.
Yeah.
You was talking to them like you was gathering the attention of the crowd, and everybody was so intrigued and paying attention to what you was doing that you was selling them t-shirts at the same time. Like, so
yeah, I was grinding because that was my livelihood. Like if if I ain't selling tea, I ain't eat. You see what I'm saying? Like that's how I was grinding. Like, you know what I mean? When you talking about when it was over there near the water.
Yeah.
Off of Spring Garden. Off of Spring Garden, right there. Yeah, because it was like, I'm out here. Like, I ain't gonna wait for nobody to notice me. I'm gonna get the fuck out here and I'm gonna get in your face and I'm gonna put it out there. And what was crazy is that same night, that's when me and what's the name linked for the first time, me and Coach K. You know what I mean? And it was on since then. He just loved my energy. He was like, man, you out here, you going. I said, man, I'm not playing no games. And I'm not here to be cool. I'm not here to be a part of the fashion show, the real nigga episode. I'm not trying to be a cool nigga episode. I'm here to be me. And I know me being me, I'm a fucking win out here. I ain't got nothing to worry about. I ain't got nothing to nobody to worry about out here because ain't too many motherfuckers being themselves out this joint. Exactly. So I'm like, it's sweet out this joint. And that's how I was coming.
Exactly. So what keeps you what keeps you? I could tell what sets you apart from everybody else, but I want to hear it from Wallo. Like, what keeps you motivated? Like, still, you've been home for how many years now?
4 years.
4 years now, and
Yeah, a couple days ago.
you've only elevated every day you've been out. So, what keeps you this motivated, this on task, this focused to just know, like, I'm not giving up.
My brother's my motivation that got killed. It's like I just see this push. I just so much of a push, and it's this fire in me that comes from him. Along with I'm trying to show cats from the inner cities of America, black people from the inner city, people of all colors though, but people from the inner cities of America that think the only way the fuck you can win is some street shit, rap or ball. Now I'm trying to show you, you could create a lane that ain't never been a lane. You could be a trailblazer out here, create a lane, make a shitload of money doing it, and don't have nobody in your fucking way. You just got to be willing to be a trailblazer and take that chance and say, you know what, I'm on a different route. You see what I'm saying? You gotta, damn, Talk, why you hit me up? I'm trying to face it. This boy is trying to FaceTime me, man. I mean, so it's like, you know what I mean? That's what it's about at the end of the day.
Okay. So, and I want to say this too. How important to you was it? Because when you first got out, one of your tools in marketing was getting with a bunch of local businesses, local rappers, just anybody that was doing anything. Don't matter how big, how small, what the follower count was, who was they. You was promoting their business and their stuff on your page and putting it out there.
Like, because I wanted to be the Black Anthony Bourdain. Nobody was doing it. Nobody never done that. Nobody never done that. Everybody was on Instagram. See, I had a phone when I was in jail. And I had a phone 14 months. That's why I started Wallo267 page in 2013 or 2013 to 14. And when I studied social media, I seen everybody was doing their thing, but nobody was doing that shit. Nobody was advertising business. Nobody was going to the business and doing a commercial. I was like, I'm gonna bring this commercial shit there. And I'm gonna just put it out there like that. Nobody was doing it. You know what I mean? And I said, I'm gonna do it there. I'm gonna do brand awareness. Wherever you sending me your clothing line and I'm putting it on my shit, whatever it was, I said, I'm gonna get this shit popping. You know?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, you weren't legit if you didn't have it was at one point in time on Instagram, you can get on there and everybody, every business, every rapper who I don't care who he was had a promo vid from Wallo. And they was putting that shit out there and it was making sure it was like, yo, this kind of this making us legit. Like this means you legit. Like if you got a promo vid from Wallo, and I was like, yo, man, I gotta get Wallo to do it. And that's when we kind of hit you. We got the promo vid that we've been using. Well, I was using the podcast for years. So I'm like, yo, you had to have a promo vid from Wallo to just be legit. Like, so you had that. It was your journey. You coming home for 20 years. When did you realize that you wanted to? Because you have so many different lanes. So many, like you did a bunch of stuff with the YouTube. You had your show. Where's
Wallo? I still got that.
Yeah. So how is that like just maintaining focus on every different aspect, like everything that you're doing? Like, how do you keep enough time to allocate enough time to every single thing?
Because I sit back and strategize. And it's real easy for me. You got 24 hours in a day. I don't need that much time. I only need a certain amount of time, to create content, create whatever. I ain't gonna say content. I'm gonna say document my journey. Because to me, content is some shit that people are just making up. You know what I mean? I'm just documenting my journey. It don't take long. I rock off this. This is what I rock off. You know what I mean? I'm like, you see me, I got the one I'm on. That's all I need. You know what I'm saying? A tripod. And it's like, I get busy, wherever. My whole 2 seasons of Where's Wallo, I shot them on iPhones.
Yeah.
Understand? Because I'm the type of dude, what makes it so sweet for me, I'm not waiting. I'm not trying, I need this, I need that. Fuck all that. What I got, I'm gonna get done with what I got and that's it. And that's how I turned it up.
So you tell people all the time, like, listen, if you got a cell phone, you ain't got no excuse, honestly.
Oh, you ain't got no fucking excuses out here.
Yeah, you ain't got no excuse.
You know what I mean?
A lot of people will sit around and wait for the perfect opportunity instead of just putting that foot forward and creating the opportunity for themselves. And I really try to push that narrative too, because people come to me all the time. They want to ask advice on what do I do? How do I get started? And I'm like, dog, you just got to get started. Like you can't.
That's really my whole thing. Just pull that shit out.
Exactly. You can't really sit strategize how it's an opening. Like you just got to do it, and then from there, it'll come to you, or you sit down and create different ways and strategize, but you really just got to do it to start off. So that's one of the things too I push to people that I admire that you do. So now Meek had a popular room on Clubhouse, I want to say a month ago or a while back, and you were one of the people that was speaking up on the platform and was pushing your message forward. How was that how was that for you pushing forward to like the rappers and the artists in the city that no matter what they doing, that they gotta also have that same energy to do something positive? Like,
No, you know what it is? It's like my thing be like, you got a lot of talent in the city. You got a lot of talent. And when I say talent, I'm not just talking about no rap. I'm talking about creativity.
everything.
I might see. I think a lot of people in our city, a lot of times, they don't just do it. A motherfucker do a little, a motherfucker say, okay, you got 365 days in a year. A motherfucker do something for 30 days and think like the world just pulls a fault, like everything pulls to come together. And they just start, we got the, it's the entitlement shit. It always entitlement. It's always somebody else's fault why they not where they need to be at. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, how the fuck you complaining about this and that? And like, I've been home 4 years and I ain't take a day off yet. So what the fuck is you talking about? Like, get out here and put some work in and stop looking for alley hoops all day. A motherfucker don't come to practice. They don't do no weight training, but they get on the court for 1 minute and they looking for alley hoop. And it's like, shut up. Like, put some fucking work in, man. Go put some work in. And when you put work in, you're gonna be able to, you know, turn it into something. You see what I'm saying? You got people out here, they're not spending money on marketing. They're not spending money on a good product, a good video. They're not spending money on quality sounds, but they just think everything pulls to fall in their lap. Because everybody want to get rich overnight. Instagram mean instant.
They need that gratification instantly.
I mean, so that's what that shit is about, man. You know?
You think it's fair to the backlash that Meek kind of get where they try to push the narrative that, oh, you don't really do nothing for Philly artists and you don't do this and that and you don't grab and this and that. Do you think it's fair that Meek kind of gets that backlash from people?
At the end of the day, like, me personally, I seen him do shit for a lot of people.
I have too. That's my
but I seen a lot of dudes get, like, for a dude to put you on his page and he got 20 million followers, that's all you need.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Now, if you want somebody to hold your hand, I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But it's like, you know, one man can't be responsible for motherfuckers coming up. Like you don't hear P&B Rock saying that. You don't hear Young K saying that. You ain't hear Sim Santana saying it. You ain't hear Tierra Wax saying it. You ain't all the people that got on without Meek. They didn't say it. Lil Uzi didn't say it. Everybody that got on without Meek, they just keep going. Some more people that got signed. Some more people that did some things. And Meek ain't had nothing to do with it. So what we talking about?
Yeah. Those people just, I feel like a lot of the time, like you said, that getting posted on Meek page, you got to figure out what to do next now. Once you get to that level to where as though he's acknowledging.
No, but a lot of people don't even be having the whole infrastructure. Like when he posts, when you go to their page, they ain't got nothing on it. They got 4 posts on there. Like what you got there? You go to their YouTube, there's nothing there. Like what we doing?
Exactly.
So because the label is looking like, yo, we looking for people that already got their train rolling. We not building no motherfucking train tracks and trains no more. We not doing that shit no more. What do you already got to which we could put the machine on you and you out of here?
Exactly. They a lot of times the people, like, I don't think it's fair either though, because like I said, he's done stuff with people. I don't know what it is they want exactly. Maybe just a handout, like come get me, hold my hand, put me in front of these people, do this for me, make the music. Like it's just not realistic. Like it's not realistic at all. And at some point you got to put forth at least 75, 90% of the effort. Like you want somebody to come do that for you, you got to be worth it. Like I got to be getting something in return, in order to put forth the same effort. So
yeah.
I don't think it's fair. This is why I wanted to ask you. I don't think it's fair that the kind of heat that he get from the people and from the city some of the times that I just look at him like, bro, y'all have no idea like how tough this man life is. Like,
Philly is a you know, it's a love-hate town, man. Eagles lose, fuck the Eagles. Eagles win the Super Bowl, everybody out here in the street.
Outside.
It don't matter. It's a back and forth. You know, you drop, you know, they hate you drop a good album. Oh, they in your shows trying to get in the back. They calling somebody, they trying to get through the Met. So, well, that shit don't be matter. It goes back and forth, man. You know?
It's Philly, it's definitely a love-hate thing with Philly, man. Like it's definitely. So speaking of Philly, man, you like I said, you're a huge advocate too for a bunch of the artists here in the city too. So what's some of the favorite artists that you some of the favorite artists you listen to right now, or some people that you vibe to? I see you all the time promote certain people, so just to hear from Wild, like who you think um is worthy of the Wallo267 stamp.
No, it ain't no stamp. I can't stamp nobody because just because I like it, that don't mean the shit gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
And that ain't gonna mean that the people that they want to get the attention of, gonna fuck with them and gonna help it go. That's what I'm saying. I listen to shit based off of sound sometimes that I like.
Mm-hmm.
And it might not be what everybody else is on. It might be somebody that ain't really buzzing. You see what I'm saying? Like Lauryn Hill's son. I like him.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? What's the name lived in the city? He might not be from here, but I like Sean Sloan. I like, you know what I mean? It's a lot of dudes that I like. Zig Money.
Mm-hmm.
He got some shit. I love Mamba Sinka. That's one of my favorite motherfuckers is Mamba Sinka because he just got this sound. And it's too many fucking rappers in there, on my playlist. But it's like, it's a lot of them, man. You know, Pound Side, all them niggas, man. I listen to all these young niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, uh, J Huff. I done listen to, man. Bang Bang, definitely.
Bang, yeah.
I love Bang Bang. Otis Ryder, Don Nilly, Millie, Black Poppy.
Tough.
Uh,
It's a lot.
it's just, listen,
A
man.
lot of talent.
It's a lot, man. It's just a lot.
Let me ask you now. Now, when you see people make that comparison to Atlanta, right? You know, Atlanta is probably the most prominent city right now as far as their music
Mhm.
scene, business, just everything black, everything cultural. When people make that comparison from Philly to Atlanta, and they always try to say like, we don't have that same infrastructure here. Like, what do you think? Not to say the issue is because I honestly don't see the issue, but what do you think the reason for people making that comparison for? Like, oh, we ain't like Atlanta, and everybody is this, and we over here doing that, and people want to be over here doing this. Like, what do you think kind of help bridge the gap? I guess to say
Sometimes it be financial side of things. It's a lot of fucking money in Atlanta.
it is.
So you got to understand when you got a place like there where you got a lot of like you got listen, think about this. You got Future, you got Lil Baby, you got Thug, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got the Gunners, you got T.I., you got G's, you got all
Luda.
the listen, but not just that, you got all them, you got all the other niggas that move there as big artists.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a bunch of money there. So when there's a bunch of money there, it's easy for, in these top tier artists, A-class artists. Then you got
Mm-hmm.
B-class or you got C. Now people want to throw money at the artist that's coming up because
Mm-hmm.
they can see it. They can see where this shit then went with the 21s and all this shit. They can see it. But when you have a town like Philly, where's though, what we got? Meek, Uzi,
Uzi, Tierra,
Tierra, Meek, Uzi, Tierra,
PNB.
motherfucking P&B. You ain't got that many. And,
Yeah.
and it's not like you see them because, some of them don't stay in Philly. So it ain't like you seeing them and you getting that energy and people that investors seeing them because a lot of these dudes, they need the financing behind them. I don't give a fuck how good you rap. You need the financing behind you because people need to see the elevation and they need to see the quality of this shit and they need to see you elevate and they need to see you in different, they need to see your lifestyle. They need, like a lot of these dudes need a 24-hour video, man, so they can vlog and put blogs out about their life.
Uh-huh.
They need merch. They need state-of-the-art websites and shit. They don't have it. They just trying to rap. You know what I mean? And they don't have the people behind them that understand the music business. You see what I'm saying? Or that's willing to learn. You might don't know. You don't have to know. But if you're willing to learn, study the game so you can help your homie, cool. So it's like, it's a lot of business side of it. It's cool to just rap, do a video.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, where's the business behind it? How are we going to make money off it? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, this is crazy.
Yeah, it is. I kind of see. It's some people though. Definitely, we've gotten better. I want to say. Towards moving towards like everybody, I guess, kind of coming together. I've been in some of those clubhouse rooms where everybody, you may know of somebody, we all know of each other, but we don't know each other formally, and we've come together and had those conversations about just coming together and doing something, getting a venue or putting a concert together or something. So I can see us getting better and we moving toward it in a better space. So I've seen that recently. But okay, so you're a lot of times you always push forward the narrative is cost too much to be a criminal. Speak on what exactly that means for Wallo.
And that shit costs a lot, man.
Mhm.
You know, to be a criminal, it costs you your life. It's definitely gonna cost you your freedom. But then when you cost you your freedom, it costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
You got to pay for lawyers. You got to pay for commissary. You got to pay to go to medical. You just got to pay, pay, pay. Stuff you need in a law library. You just got to pay, 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 pay. You never stop paying. Then you get out, you still got to pay. If you're on probation or parole, you never stop. And then you got to pay with the felony on your jacket and not being able to get jobs. That's why I say it costs too much.
Mm-hmm.
The hell happened? That's why I say it costs too much. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what's next now? So you, like I said, you want to pod, you got the podcast problem, you got Where's Wallo, and just everything else that you do, just running around. What's next for Wallo? Like what should we be looking forward to? Paying attention, just see what else you got coming.
Oh, we got a TV show coming.
That's big.
Oh, we not playing no games. We got a TV show coming and some other shit. I don't even want to talk about the other shit, but it's just going up for us. Like this shit just like going up and up. We just continue to grind. I I keep my head down and just grind. But it's a lot coming.
Now, before I let you go, I do want to know, you've been in some rooms with a lot of legendary people, a lot of prominent people. Who was one of your favorite moments, or one of the people you really admired getting a chance to talk to or speak to, whether it be an interview or just a conversation, anything? I know it's a lot of people.
I remember I was out. I was with Damon John and the whole Shark Tank crew, right?
Uh-huh.
And we was in California at the Sony studio where we recorded at.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, we went out to eat and all this shit. And I got a lot of information from Mr. Wonderful, Mark Cuban. It was just a lot. It was a lot of information. But them and when I, like World Wide West is that's like uncle to me. That's the OG to me.
Uh-huh.
He gave me a lot of game too. And I've been to some real powerful places with him. I done been to some powerful places with Meek.
Uh-huh.
So I can't really put it in one. I done been to some places with some real live information, and all I did was just soak it up. You used to me talking, but all I did was just listen.
Mm-hmm. And
that shit helped me a lot.
Yeah.
And I just can't put a finger on it. It's too many, to name places I done been.
How was it meeting Nipsey though? Before his untimely
Oh man, Nipsey, we connected all the time. So whenever I go out, there's always was a connect. When he come to Philly, different cities we be in. Nipsey is just real. He's authentic. He pay attention and give attention to everybody in the room. He's real receptive to everybody that's talking.
Mm-hmm.
And he just was a real good dude, man. Real straight up dude, funny and just real. And his energy was just like that. You know what I mean? But he's a real individual. He was a real brother, man.
Right. Yeah, I appreciate it. Well, listen, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. Appreciate you for giving me the time sitting down. I finally got this out the way. I ain't gonna tell the people what the whole process of this, man. Listen, Wallo is a busy man. Very, very, very busy.
Gotta be on mission.
I feel you. But once again, bro, I appreciate you for sitting down.
Appreciate you, man.
And I'm pretty sure, we'll connect once again in the future, man.
That's it. Hit me up whenever. Love.
I got you. All right, y'all, listen. Episode 5, Wallo267. Keep tapping in, subscribe on all platforms, and content gonna keep coming.
Out.